right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Developing tonight, St. Louis County Police say a baby died after she was exposed to fentanyl. And now there are criminal charges. Good evening. I'm Brent Solomon. The one-year-old's mother is now behind bars. New at 10, Robert Townsend sharing what he's learning from investigators.
Investigators say on February 1st, police officers went to this home on Count Drive because one-year-old Harmony Baker was unresponsive and not breathing.
A bunch of policemen out here.
Officers performed CPR on the girl, but we're told she later died at a hospital from a fentanyl overdose.
This is my first time hearing this.
This neighbor held back tears after learning the baby girl passed away.
It's terrible. I feel sorry.
Friday, prosecutors charged the child's mother, 32-year-old Sherelle Nolan, with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child. A probable cause statement reveals Nolan allegedly exposed her daughter to the highly potent synthetic drug causing her death.
She ran in the house and got her purse, and they drove on her on off.
According to the CDC, fentanyl deaths among children 14 and under are rising faster than any other, tripling nationwide from 2019 to 2021. Researchers also say during the same time, fentanyl deaths among infants increased twice as fast as overall deaths. Investigators say Nolan admitted she has a fentanyl addiction. She also told police officers she's the only person in the home who uses the drug.
And it's about 50 to 100 times stronger than heroin. So a very small amount of fentanyl, if it gets into someone's body, it can be very deadly.
Oh, it's a shock.
We stopped by the family's home, but no one was there. Meantime, Nolan remains in jail on a $250,000 cash-only bond. Robert Townsend, 5 on Your Side.
Tonight, Missouri's Attorney General is calling on the Washington University Transgender Care Center to stop using puberty blockers on children. It comes a day after AG Andrew Bailey announced an investigation following a former employee coming forward with allegations of inappropriate care at the center. In a 23-page affidavit, that former worker claims the center sterilized hundreds of children, causing kids to attempt suicide. Another allegation is that the center performed irreversible gender transition surgeries. There are also claims of insurance fraud. Last year, 2 doctors from that clinic testified in front of lawmakers.
They are mostly seeing mental health professionals. We are talking about the ways they can feel more comfortable in their bodies. And when indicated, we talk about gender-affirming hormones. Not every teen needs to begin hormones or have puberty blockers before age 18.
In a statement, Washington University officials said in part they are alarmed by the allegations and are looking into them. Former St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Dan McLaughlin has pled guilty to driving while intoxicated. In December, he was arrested for his 3rd DWI. In a mutual decision with the Cardinals and Bally Sports Midwest, McLaughlin agreed to step down from his broadcasting role.
All day long, I just been thinking about my wife and kids and what this could have turned into.
A large piece of debris falls into a man's truck as he's driving to work. Bob Paulson says he was on I-64 at Hampton around 4:50 this morning when he noticed a gray object fall from the overpass. It bounced onto the hood of his truck, leaving damage. That's when he called police.
The officer went out and said that there was concrete chunks on the ground and that it appeared that the bridge was crumbling.
MoDOT says there's no evidence that the object came from the structure of the bridge. You can report, by the way, any road safety issues 24 hours a day on MoDOT's website. There's some new information tonight on a deadly accident on I-64 that happened back in October. Police say Kathleen Bailey died after a mud flap went through her windshield. This was while she was driving near South Vandeventer. Police aren't sure where the mud flap came from. They say it wasn't from a truck. Officers believe it either fell off of something else or was possibly being transported as scrap. Developing tonight, the U.S. military has shot down what they call a high-altitude object flying over Alaska's airspace. The National Security Council says the Department of Defense was tracking that object for the past 24 hours. They believed it was a threat to public safety. Crews are working to now recover the debris and figure out exactly what it was. This comes a week after the government shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon over the Atlantic Ocean. Well, tonight, the Memphis community is continuing to honor and remember Tyree Nichols. Today, his family and others came out to rename a canopy. This is in Memphis Park in memory of the 29-year-old. It is now called Sunset Canopy. The family signed the first wooden slat of the canopy before it was lifted up onto the roof. They expressed their thanks for the continued love and support.
Like my wife said, he would love this. There's nothing he likes more than watching that sunset on the Mississippi. You know, he's a California kid. So for him to come out here to Memphis and be embraced by all of you is a beautiful thing.
Tyree Nichols was killed after a group of police officers brutally beat him during a traffic stop last month. 5 former officers have been charged. A 6th officer was fired. Well, a new food truck park could be coming to East St. Louis. The design includes a park with a dining space, a raised stage area, parking for food trucks, space for brick and mortar businesses, and even a security fence. Today, 5 on Your Side spoke with the East St. Louis man who's working to get support.
My next steps is just really kind of finding donors, people that may want to support. If not, I've been funding it myself. I will continue to do that. It will just maybe take a little bit longer.
As of right now, there is no set location for that food park, but after getting support, Brown is hoping to open it either this year or next. Well, let's go ahead and take a live look now at the State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. This is where Super Bowl 57 will happen in 2 days. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night. Well, our Verified team is answering your questions about the Super Bowl. Tonight, we're looking into whether the winner of the coin toss actually determines the winner of the game. Here's Casey Decker.
Verify here with your Super Bowl fast fact. The coin toss. It's the first moment of tension in any football game. It's the moment when the winner gets to decide whether they'll start the game on offense or get the ball to start the second half. It's also one of the first moments of the game you can bet on. But at the Super Bowl this Sunday, superstitious Eagles and Chiefs fans might not be too happy if their team wins the toss. According to our sources, in the last 8 Super Bowls in a row, the team that won the coin toss actually lost the game. The last team to win the toss and the big game was the Seahawks in 2014. But if you look at the overall history, it's clear the current streak is a bit of a fluke. The winner of the opening toss has won the Super Bowl 43% of the time. With your fast fact, I'm Casey Decker.
It is a new beginning for the St. Louis Afghan community, the new community center that's helping refugees succeed.
It's clear and the wind is almost calm. 31 right now, and we're down in the 20s tonight. I'll tell you how nice it's going to be this weekend. Our next chance for rain and our warmest day of the week coming up.
A group of Afghans working to start brand new lives in St. Louis. Today, a brand new resource center for the St. Louis Afghan community on South Grand opened its doors. It's a result of the International Institute's Afghan Support Program, which launched a year ago. The center is designed to help Afghans settling into St. Louis to put down roots and thrive. Well, today was the 23rd annual Rise and Shine fundraiser at Hardee's. People could buy a sausage or egg biscuit for just $1. The proceeds were donated to Heat Up St. Louis. That group works with other organizations to keep people warm during the winter. Over 600 people helped raise a record $900,000. You can still donate at Canisters through the weekend. And Jim, our chief, Scott Connell, was out there for that event, bright and early.
Yep, I asked him what time he had to get up, and it was more 4:30.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That guy, he worked so hard, he got no sleep.
Yes.
Jim, you work hard too, especially on our weather first forecast.
Yeah, you know, we've got a good one. I can't believe how warm it's going to get in February. The reason why that tease at the end there, because even midweek, we have one day that's going to get close to 70, and I'll let you know when that is coming up. But 34 right now, it is clear. This is a look, our high camera overlooking St. Charles and looking to the west, Interstate 70 right there. So temperatures are already falling with a very light wind, a calm wind, into the 20s right now to around the low 30s. And lows tonight, all of us wouldn't be surprised to see a few of the colder spots in the upper teens, but low 20s even around St. Louis. 45 was our high today, and the current reading of 31 is the current low. So that's going to change as we go toward midnight, even get colder. 44 and 26 are the averages, and we are going to be very close to that tomorrow. So our forecast for the weekend here, cold to start each and every morning in the 20s, but tomorrow 47 and sunshine, light wind, that's the key. The wind is not going to be gusty. Sunday, light wind and 56 degrees, really nice. High pressure, that's what's going to be here all the way through the weekend coming up. We're on the front side of that high right now, so it's a little cooler on the back side of it. You get a southerly wind, and we'll start to see that nice warming on Sunday. Here's our next storm. This arrives on Tuesday. It looks like some light rain eventually comes our way from this. Right now, it's in Northern California, dives down around into L.A., and then we have another one way out here in the Pacific Ocean. I'll turn this way. There it is, way out there, but eventually it comes our way for Thursday. So Valentine's Day, rain at times, probably a quarter of an inch of rain or less, so not a complete washout, but keep the umbrellas handy, 54. And that future cast is showing, you know, that sunshine lasts through Monday, and then that chance of rain Tuesday into Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night, but again, very light amounts expected. Wednesday, a strong southerly wind. Guess what happens? This is the day that it's going to be sunny, and we could get up to 67 degrees. Let's take a look at this forecast. So the weekend, lots of sunshine, 47 tomorrow, 56 Sunday, plenty of sunshine Monday, 54. Valentine's Day, those light showers, and then that near 70. Some of the models are taking us to 69 to 70 degrees on that day. And then a chance of storms late at Wednesday night and early Thursday. And then we start to see that chilly weather for the weekend. So it doesn't look like winter precip, Brent, but we'll watch that by the end of the week.
Yeah, and that Super Bowl forecast, not too bad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. We've got Corey Miller now with 5 on your side live.